Good morning, Prep 3. Today we are going to take Move Ahead Unit 14, Living Deserts, Part 1. Now we are going to start with our new words. The first one is called feature, an important or noticeable part of something. Wildlife, birds, plants, animals that are wild and live in a natural environment. Climate, the normal weather conditions of a particular region. Resource, a supply of something, a piece of equipment that is available for somebody to use. Extend, to make something longer or larger. Boundary, a real or imagined line that marks the limits of something and divides it from other places or things. Inhabitant, a person or animal that lives in a place. Subtropical, in or connected with regions that are near tropical parts of the world. Rob, to take money, property from a person or place illegally. Sand dune, a hill of sand made by the wind on the coast or in a desert. Expanse, a large open area of land, sea, or sky. The Great Sandy, the northern point of the Great Western Desert in Australia. Tribal paintings, pictures that show how people in the Great Sandy behave. Coastal desert, a desert that is near the sea. Spectacular, very impressive to see. Glittering, shining brightly with many small flashes of light. Nomadic, people who don't live in one fixed place. Plateau, large high area of flat land. Raise, to look after or keep animals. Mammal, an animal of the type that gives birth to live babies, not eggs, and feeds its young on milk from its own body. Prehistoric, from the time in history before events were written down. Desert, to leave somebody or something, usually forever. Border, a line that divides two countries, the land close to this line. Oasis, a place in the desert where there is water and where plants grow. Okay, now our grammar part. Today we are going to study the conjunctions. We have many types. The first one is called concession or contrast. The first type within sentence. We have even though, although, whereas. For example, although my brother prefers country life, he lives in the city. But joins main clauses, never sentences in formal English. For example, my brother prefers country life, but he lives in the city. Contrasting nouns and pronouns with ideas in clauses. In contrast to me, as opposed to me, unlike me, my brother prefers swimming, for example. The second type, we have linker plus noun phrase plus ing. In spite of and despite. For example, in spite of living in the city, my brother prefers living in the country. The third type, linking sentences. We have, however, whenever tells. I live in the country, however, I prefer city life. On the one hand, country life is peaceful. On the other hand, it can be very boring. Number 2, we have reason or cause. The first type, linker plus noun. She left home because of the quarrels her parents were always having. The second type, linker plus clause. She left home because her parents were always having rows. Or since her parents were always having rows, or we can also use as her parents were always having rows. The third type is result. The first type, within a sentence. I haven't any money, so I can't help you. The second type, linking sentences. Stress makes many students tired. Therefore, they should relax at the weekend. Or, as a result of this, they should relax at the weekend. The fourth type, we have adding ideas. The first type, adding adjectives within a sentence. For example, London is both exciting and as well as tiring. The second type, adding nouns within sentences. My brother, together with his friend, is attending university in Scotland. Or my brother as well as his friend is attending university student in Scotland. The third type, adding ideas in different sentences. My father was a teacher. Furthermore, he was a very good one. Or in addition, he was a very good one. Now we are going to answer exercise on the grammar. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. You can't have a driving license unless you pass the driving license. He went straight to bed because he was very tired. Number 3, behave yourself, otherwise I won't take you to Dream Park. Number 4, the film was very fascinating, although it was very short. I'd love to go around the world, but I don't have enough money. Number 6, he is short, but he is a good basketball player. My friend as well as I is good at tennis. I decided to travel by train, even though it was more expensive than by bus. Number 9, you haven't done any work, even though your exams start tomorrow. Number 10, despite knowing a lot about computers, she couldn't solve the problem. Rewrite the following sentences. Number 1, despite his poverty, he is generous. Use even though. Even though he is poor, he is genius. Number 2, he speaks English well. He can't write a word of it. Although he speaks English well, he can't write a word of it. Sally is genius. Her friends are genius too, as well as. Sally, as well as her friends, is genius. Even though he is short, he is good at basketball. He is short, however, he is good at basketball. Amy speaks fluent English. He can speak French as well. Use not only. Not only does Amy speak fluent English, but he can speak French as well. Okay, our homework for today will be on page 61. To be continued. Thank you.